What's up, everyone? Mr. NoobTube Gamer. Today we're playing Battlefield 2 in 2021, one of the greatest FPS games of all time. How does it hold up 16 years later? And do people still play online in 2021? We're going to talk about all of that in today's video. And let's start by talking about the player count, because that's arguably the most important thing for an online game, is having a healthy player base, because if nobody's playing, then it's definitely not worth your time. In the case of Battlefield 2, the official servers have actually been shut down for years, since 2014, when GameSpy shut down. Remember that Battlefield 2 ran on the GameSpy service, as did a lot of the other older games, like Battlefield 1942, Battlefield Vietnam, and Battlefield 2142. So when GameSpy closed, all of those servers were shut down by EA because they didn't want to bother continuing to support it, I guess. But the community has figured out a way to keep all those games online, including Battlefield 2. There's a client called Rising Hub. I'll leave a link to it in the description. It's pretty easy to get this game going. It's absolutely free because EA is not selling the game anymore. They haven't sold it in years since the server shut down. So you're not breaking any laws for downloading the custom client and downloading Battlefield 2 for free. EA actually is okay with this thing being out there. So you don't have to worry about that. There's no suspicious links either. It's 100% legit. I downloaded it, and it was pretty easy to set up. I think it's actually easier than Battlefield 1942 and Battlefield Vietnam. Oh my god, Vietnam was a pain in the ass to install and get going. But Battlefield 2 was very simple to get working. The only thing that custom client really does is replace GameSpy so that you can continue to play online. You have to create an account with that website, so be sure you have an account created, and then you have access to the download links and everything. So yeah, pretty straightforward. If you want to install the game, you shouldn't run into any problems at all, and it's completely free. So if it's free in that way, I guess it is worth playing because you don't actually have to put real money into it. But we're going to talk a little bit about the actual player count and the servers and all that. The state of Battlefield 2 in 2021 is very interesting. Apparently this game is huge in China, because all the most populated servers that I find in BF2, they're all Chinese servers. There's at least 3 or 4 full servers in China running pretty much 24/7. 64 players. When I logged into BF2 for the first time, I did not expect to see that. I'm not sure why the game is still very popular in China. I didn't know that it was popular in China when it came out. I guess it's just one of those free games that is really popular over there. It might also have something to do with the fact that gaming options in China are very limited compared to the United States, because in China, a lot of video games are banned, including Battlefield 4. You cannot play Battlefield 4 in China. The government banned it, so I guess Battlefield 2 is like one of the few Battlefield games that can actually be played, at least without getting thrown in jail. I don't know, but that's the first thing you'll notice. The most populated servers in Battlefield 2 in 2021, they're all based in China. And I obviously can't play on those servers because my ping is like 400 when I try to connect to them. I live in the East Coast in the United States, so your experience may be different than mine depending on where you live, but for me, I am able to find 3 populated servers in 2021 that I'm able to connect to without any serious lag. All 3 of these servers appear to be based in Europe because my ping isn't any better than like 110. I couldn't find any US servers. They all seem to be filled with bots. So if you live in North America and you want to play online against people in 2021, you're only able to connect to European servers. There are no American servers, which is a problem if you live in the West Coast or the Mountain Zone, because over there, the ping is even higher than mine when trying to connect to a European server. My ping is barely playable, so if you're in the West Coast, you're probably going to go well above 150, which is way too high for you to have a decent connection and to have a good time. You're not going to enjoy yourself with over 150 ping, I'll tell you that. But at least for me, I have those 3 servers to choose from. I have one server that has all the maps in them, another server that is Wake Island 24/7, and the third one is Karkan 24/7. I noticed these servers really start to fill up around 4 or 5 o'clock Eastern time. Sometimes you can even get close to 64 players, and they play every single day. Not just on weekends, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You'll always find someone online in Battlefield 2. And even though the game is 16 years old, I think the gameplay overall holds up pretty well in 2021. I had a good amount of fun playing, and I didn't start playing this game until this year. I didn't play it back in 2005. I played Battlefront 2 but not Battlefield 2. It still feels like a Battlefield game, just like Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, and Battlefield 1. The weapons might feel a little bit more clunky, and the vehicles might not be as responsive, but it's running on an older engine, so what do you expect? You also don't have any destructibility, but besides that, it's still a Battlefield game at its core, and I think if you're a Battlefield game through and through, you're gonna really have a good time with Battlefield 2. The maps are fantastic, there's plenty of weapon variety, vehicle variety, maybe not as robust as Battlefield 3 and 4, but still, for a game that came out in 2005, very impressive. So I do recommend you play this game in 2021. I mean, it's absolutely free, so there's no harm in trying at least. If you don't like it, then fine, uninstall it and move on. But I think any Battlefield fan, old or new, can still get a lot of enjoyment out of this game, so I would highly recommend it. But anyway, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section down below if you still play Battlefield 2 in 2021. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.